When starting out a channel, you always think about equipment, right? You want the best video, the best audio, you want everything to look perfect. And there are things that you just can't do when you're starting out, and most of us are always on a tight budget. In this video, I'm going to teach you the things that I would recommend you start with so you could start your channel and stop waiting, because that's what most people do. I was that person. I waited a long time until I had the right equipment, and I ended up doing something that I could have done on my phone. So I'm going to teach you here what you can do. So first thing you're going to need, obviously, is a camera. And this goes without saying, but most people who want to start a channel most likely have a phone. And all you need is your phone. Here's mine. Look, it's not the highest quality phone, but it's a really good phone, and the cameras are actually really good. It shoots in 4K 30, which is how I usually shoot on this camera, so I have no reason to not use it. So I'm going to show you a quick example. I'm recording right now on my phone. This is what it looks like most of the time, and it honestly looks really good considering it's a phone. It shoots very high quality 4K footage. People who have phones like these, even if it doesn't have 4K qualities, 1080p is more than enough for YouTube. You have a camera, use it. Don't think about it that much. Just use it. It's good enough. And I think that it's kind of hard to convince anyone, because I didn't convince myself. It's honestly not a bad idea. Okay, so now let's look into audio, which is just as important as video. And for that, I have this. These microphones are called the Hollyland Lark A1. They're very, very good. Honestly, they have a lot of capacity for what they offer and how much they cost, like this much. There are other options. This is not the only one. Recently, DJI came out with a little receiver for your phone. So definitely it is something that you can look into if you don't want these Hollyland. There's the DJI Mini option, which originally had this receiver. With this little adapter. And if you put it here, you put it in like that, and it's a little adapter. It's good. It works perfectly, but look at that. That's what it looks like on your phone. I don't like that. So I never used it for that reason, and I bought these Hollyland before I knew about the receiver. There's one that comes with a charging case. I didn't get that one. I just got the cheaper one, and it comes with the two mics, the little charging box, the charging base, or whatever you want to call it, the receiver, a cable, and just two wind protectors. Yeah, it's a very good mic, but obviously there are limitations in comparison with something like the DJI mic, and it's not a huge comparison if you know how to use them right. So I'm recording this on my phone, and I have the Hollyland right here. Hello. I had to clean the lens a bit because it looks very dirty. The only thing you should worry about when doing something with your phone, even with a camera, but with the phone it's much more vulnerable. Make sure to have your camera lens as clean as possible to avoid flaring or kind of like a muddy look to your video. I'm still going to show you however it looks. I don't care. It's a good quality camera, even though it was like $500 at the time. I can't remember. The audio quality is great. I think it will sound a lot better if I put it up here, but then again, it's a very sensitive mic. I'm going to switch it up here up front just to show you what it would sound like, give you a sound comparison. So I just hold it like this just to make sure that it doesn't sound, my fingers don't sound all over it. I don't speak too loudly because I believe this does pick up a lot of sound, so I don't want to speak like very loudly into it. Considering it's right in front of me, it's very sensitive from the last couple of tests I did. It's good, but you do have to be careful with that. Probably use the wind protector when you're outside, or if you're talking directly into it. I'm not using it because I can't find it. I love to use those specifically in the DJI, so here they're just as good. It has active noise cancellation. I don't know how it sounds. I'm going to listen to it now. Considering how cheap they were, this is very good, because let's say you're recording inside, you want to avoid ambient noise like maybe music outside, or your air conditioning is on. All of that gets muted by this. Or if you're outside, you avoid car noises and all that. It only concentrates on your voice. That is a feature that most mics of this price point will not have. So yeah, definitely it's something that's super worth it. Hollyland, DJI, there are some other mic brands that you should definitely look into. This is just my recommendation, but there's definitely so much more. You should definitely look into a tripod, a small handheld tripod which you can extend and open legs, so that way you could put it down anywhere, and you could also carry it around with you if you plan on doing vlogging. And with this setup, you honestly have everything you could ever need. So yeah, that was my test, just to show you that this setup is honestly perfect. And there are a couple of other things that you could use, and I'm going to talk about that right now. As of other products that you could use, there are definitely a lot of options out there. I think there's so many options and so many accessories that will help you make higher quality videos. If it is that you want to only do it on your phone, it is a perfect option. It also really depends on what you're doing in the moment, how you're recording, where you're recording. So I'm going to talk to you about lighting, which is very, very important. When you're inside, all you want to do is help your sensor. Even the best sensor on a camera needs a good amount of light. The phone has a much smaller sensor, which all you need to boost that quality up by a lot is a good light. A good amount of light is going to help your sensor and avoid it looking bad. And by bad, I mean like there's a lot of digital noise and stuff like that I can't really talk about because I don't know that much. But what I do know is that shooting in the dark with your phone is not always a good option. So for me, it's this tube light that I bought by Ulanzi. It's the UA12. It's a very small and very compact little light, which I really like because it's inflatable. So you can just fold it up and put it away, no problem at all. The one thing that I don't love about it is its capacity, but then again, I think the light that I have on right now is more than enough for just my face. And yeah, I think that's good enough. This thing was a little bit more expensive, I believe. I can't really remember. I was buying things left and right, things I didn't need. There are a bunch of options. There are a bunch of studio lights, or I don't know what they would be called, but they're very small little blocks. The panel lights, I guess. There are some combos that have two lights and usually come with tripods or light stands. I think they're more like light stands. And I actually am using one for this light specifically because it helps me fix the height, and because to place it I need a magnet, and the magnet I can just screw it on to the stand and then the light, put it on the magnet, and the point is that it's very easy to set up a good light as long as it's strong enough to help out your sensor. If you can put it as close to your face as possible without interrupting the frame, like if I put it any closer, try to get something that's a bit diffused so that way it looks softer on your face, and it does wonders for the camera. It seriously does. It's all about trial and error. You want to know where you're doing it right, where you're doing it wrong. It doesn't matter the equipment. What matters is that you learn from what you're doing. So when you're recording audio, even if it's a mic that's not that great, which I used to really love those some small black mics that were like just a rectangle with a little foam tip, and that was the microphone, and it was the same receiver as the Hollyland. I thought those were pretty cool until I started getting into more of this audio stuff, and there's obviously a plethora of options, better options. But even those mics sound pretty good if you know where to put them, how to position them around you. As long as you understand your equipment, it is more than enough. So even though I'm giving you this recommendation of the phone and 2 specific mics that I really like, there's so many options. Do not just wait for someone to tell you what to get. All you have to do is start. And once you start, you'll realize it's not as hard as you've always thought it was. And once you're there, you will slowly build your equipment. You'll slowly build your confidence, and you'll get better in front of a camera. And I feel like I have definitely gotten better at talking to the camera, because even back then I had the camera, I had the DJI mics, I had good quality audio, and I had very good video quality, but I looked very robotic in front of the camera. So I think that definitely with time I am getting better. I still have a long way to go, but I feel like I've done so much more when talking to the camera. I feel so much more comfortable, and I definitely do feel better about what I'm doing. It's just a matter of time, and eventually you'll get there. So yeah, there are more features to your phone than just shooting it and hoping it looks good. I will get into that in another video, but for now that is all. And yeah, I really hope this advice worked for you, that whatever you saw here is good enough for you to understand that you can start now. I know it's a bit mediocre of me to say this, because I already have a camera, light, a very nice mic, and I'm happy with all this, but this took time. And that time I could have used it with my phone. I already had the mic. I could have easily started at any time. But now I know that, and I hope that you can understand, or at least some of you can understand, that it's not always about the equipment. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Stay curious. Stay curious, and DJI sponsor me. Or nothing. Nothing. I want money. And the phone 4A Pro. Okay, bye.